Hey nail sisters, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply gel polish on natural nails for long-lasting results. I'm going to show you the products that you will need, which consists of a cuticle pusher, a cleanup brush, and I really like this cleanup brush. It is very precise around the sidewalls. It's by Barkley. It really cleans up any mess. You'll need a 180 file, a buffer, your choice of cuticle oil, and also you all need to really get these cleanup wipes. They are the lint-free wipes by OPI. They are the Expert Touch, and they really help to clean up any mess without lint getting stuck to the nails, and also for removing polish as well. I'm also going to be using this protein bond, which is same thing as a primer. You can also use the Melody nail primer, acid primer as well. And you're also going to need a gel bonder, which I didn't show, but I will show later on in the video. And then also the colors that I'm going to be using are the D&D base and top coat. And then also I'm going to be using this Rose Beige 078. This is a really nice nude color for darker complexion. It really gives a nice undertone to your skin complexion without being too light. And then also you're going to need if you're more advanced, you can use your E-File sanding band, medium grit. But if you're not that advanced, then you can use a file, medium ceramic bit. So this is really good for beginners who are afraid. I like to use the diamond cuticle bit and the diamond ball head as well. It really helps to clean up the cuticles even more. And with my cuticle pusher, and the motion that you want to use for this is more of a circular motion, the same direction as your cuticle shape. So you're going to see in a minute that I'm going to show that it's already starting to show cuticle, and cuticle is dead skin. And you want to be very gentle with this when you're pushing back, but you do want to put some pressure. You can see that it is white, and it sits underneath that living skin. Using the ceramic medium cuticle bit, this works really well. Like I said, if you're not advanced, I would highly recommend this, but I would also recommend getting trained as well. So the way that you're going to do this is you want to use your pinky to stabilize, and you want to go in the direction almost in a circular motion, but you're not going up the cuticle, you're going like towards it, but it is at a slight angle. See right here. So you want to make sure that your finger is pointed down so that you can always see what you're doing. Basically removing that dead skin so that this can last with your gel polish. Prep is very important when doing any type of nail service. It's important to not add any moisture, oils, lotion, or water on the nails before service. This can even include washing your hands before the service, which will cause the gel to peel over time. Now, you can push back that skin so you can see what is left or what you didn't get. That's underneath there. So now I'm going in with this diamond cuticle bit, and I am going a little slow. Top reasons why gel polish doesn't last long is because, or let's say the gel starts peeling at the free edge or at the corners, is due to the cuticles were not properly prepped. The nails were not filed before gel polish application, or the nail plate had too much moisture and oil. The gel polish wasn't sufficiently cured. The gel polish was either applied in thick coats, or a base coat or a top coat wasn't used, or the free edges weren't capped. And the last one, why your gel polish doesn't last long, is the nails are being exposed to harsh conditions, which can break down the gel polish components. This is why prepping your nail is so crucial, because it can make or break how long your gel nails actually last. And then next, you want to go in with this diamond ball bit, and this just really helps to clean up any cuticle that was left. So see how that looks very, very clean. It really gives a nice detail. So it is removing the excess that you didn't get with the other bit. So that way, when we go in with our polish, everything adheres smoothly, clean, and you will have long lasting results with your gel polish. I'm going to also show you two ways so you can use your file if you're not, you know, really trained to use the e-file or sanding band. You want to make sure that you season that. So here I'm showing how you want to position your pinky, and then the motion that I'm going is one direction. So I'm right-handed. I'm going to go to the left side and go in a circular motion. And we're just removing any shine oil from the nail plate. So again, everything throughout this whole video, the reason why you get long lasting results is because so that the gel can, and my speed is a 3 with prepping here, so that the gel can have something to attach and stick to. So when you layer it, it, you know, it can last a lot longer versus if you don't. I'm going to show you that you can use your file and do the same method. If you're not trained, or you don't feel comfortable using the e-file, you can get the same result with using a e-file. So, we're just removing that shine. You don't want to be rough or anything with this as well. And you don't have to do it for long. Like I said, again, we're just removing it. And you'll see here in a minute how I still have some parts that are shiny, but that's where you want to go in and make sure that you remove. So next, I'm just dusting this off so I can see. And I forgot to show, but you want to make sure that you use a lint-free wipe with nothing on it, no water, no alcohol, and just remove the rest of that dust so you can have a clean surface. And now I'm showing here how I'm going to go in with my primer. The reason why you want to use a primer is to remove moisture and oils on the surface of the nail plate before applying the polish for better adhesion. And you're only going to use one coat of this for each nail, and you want to kind of work, you want to use the primer for one hand first before moving on to the other so that your primer won't dry too fast before you get to the other nail. So I would do one hand first and then do the other. My primer will evaporate really quickly. And then also, I forgot to show, but then you're going to use the IBD. With the IBD gel bonder, it will act as a suction cup, like a double-sided sticky tape for your natural nails to prevent lifting or chipping. I'm going to go in and use a base coat, and you want to use a base coat to prevent staining, and also so that each layer will be smooth and adhere to the last layer. And so here I'm showing how you want to stabilize your hand. So if you had a client, you will put the bottle in your left non-dominant hand, and the one that you're dominant, you would have the brush in that hand and use your pinky to stabilize when you're polishing. You can also do it on yourself as well. So you can see here that I have a stabilized hand so that my hand is not shaking when I am polishing. With gel, you want to make sure that you wipe off everything on one side. And the key to this is to lay a bead down and have your hand pointed down a little bit and go down the center, and then use the side of your brush to kind of slowly go on the side, and then you use the other side of the brush to kind of go slow. So I like to go slow when I'm doing the sides just so it doesn't flood my side walls. And again, you don't have to worry about trying to leave 1/10 or space between your cuticle and your gel polish, because we remove that you cover each area. So again, that will also prevent pulling, and also your gel won't last if you don't cover every area. So make sure that you are covering area. So here I'm just showing you how it's looking so far. Very smooth, no lumps, no bumps. So next I'm going in with my color. So with gel, you don't have you want to worry about bumpy or lumpy, but the key is to layer it. So you don't need a lot of polish for your first layer. Like I said again, you want to wipe one side off the brush and kind of I like to tap the other side that I'm going to use, which you will see here shortly. And again, this is just to prevent, any bumpiness. The reason why gel doesn't last also, if you are applying your layers too thick, it will definitely bulk up, and, not cure properly in the lamp like it's supposed to. So here you will see that I'm going to apply that bead. And then, depending on the color, you only need one or two coats. For darker colors, one or two coats. If you have more of a lighter color, then probably three coats. So when we're polishing, you don't want to touch the skin, or it will lift in a day or two. So when you're going in, you don't want to lay your brush too flat on the nail. You kind of want to lift it up a little bit. And again, I'm using the side of my brush to come down. And then you can kind of curve your brush when you're going on the side, but definitely keep it straight and go slow around the sides as well if they are a little more narrow, to prevent flooding, because once you flood the sides, then you have to clean up, and sometimes it's hard to get it out, which can also cause lifting as well. So again, and I forgot to mention this, but when you are coming down the nail, you don't have to release too much. So if you have your nail pointed down, it will bulk if you are putting too much. And again, that's what we want to prevent. What I like to do with gel is you want to do two nails and then cure it in the light for 30 seconds each layer, and then do the other two, and then I like to do the thumb last. And the reason why I like to do the thumb last, because sometimes it doesn't cure because of the way that your thumb is positioned, almost like a hitchhiker thumb. So you want to make sure that your thumb is flat when you are putting it in the lamp. So now I'm going in with my second coat, and here you can pick up a little bit more polish, but you don't want a lot on your brush when you are doing this, because we are layering each coat. So it will start to look, darker as you keep layering. I did pick up just a little bit more. So you can see here how that's already looking covered. And depending on if you want a little bit more darker, you can go in with your third. Tip that I want to give for long lasting results is that you want to make sure that when you are curing it, that your hands are flat in the lamp, so that all layers get cured and you won't have some that are cured, uncured, bulking, or peeling and chipping within days. And make sure that when you are doing the polish, you get all the areas. So you can kind of see here up at the top, it looks like I need to put a little more polish. And if that's the case, you can always take your detailer brush and go around there, or you can use your brush and kind of put a little bit more. But you just want to take your time when doing this and make sure that you are covering those sides. I can't stress that enough. If you don't cover the sides, then you will have gel peeling and coming off in a few days. So now I'm showing here how it is looking so far, and we're gonna go in with the, I forgot to show here how you want to cap the nail. So you can cap it before or after. So the key is to swirl your bottle, your polish with the bottle of the neck. So that way, you won't have a lot on your brush. And then the key here is you want to circle your brush, going in a circular direction. So you use a light hand, so it's like the tip of the brush, and take it from one side and going across. So I'm basically like gliding it. And this is how much you want on your brush. Like, you don't need a lot when you're capping the free edge, because, you know, it's just going to be bulky again. So here, then you could go in and put your base coat. I'm sorry, your well, you will already have your base coat, but you would put your color, and then that way it'll all blend together. Like I said, again, you can always cap before or after, but just make sure that you polish it so it can be smooth. Now we're going to go in with the top coat. So this is how it is looking. You can go in, you know, if you messed up with a bit, which I will show in another video, how if you do have polish around the side, you can always go in with a bit to clean it up. So with top coat, you don't really need that much. So this is the end results. Hope you all learned something new, tips and tricks from this video, and I will be posting more videos. If you all want to see about gel polish and gel tips, tricks, all that, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video.